That was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God.
Two kids inside of the inner city. First it was Billy, he was silly, cracking jokes and naturally witty. But real life was iffy, his father was always coughing smoke off his spliffies, and his mama was a dancer on the side, she was busy. But it was the only way to get money and Denny, but that always left the arguments heavy, and Billy was left with the facade of a clown. But deep down he always felt empty. And second there was Britney, upper middle class, so there was no pity. Family worth a pretty penny, cash was stable and plenty, but family was distant. Her father was always out on business, always drinking liquor, and she could hear her mother pray on his forgiveness. Just a subtle difference between commas inside of a bank account. Always left the two hanging out. Billy would always make her laugh and realize life was persistent, and Britney made him realize the other side was so green, it gave him truer visions. She would bring him food and extra cash. She was one of the few that realized the difference, and he would always show her tunes and give her laughs. It made her realize money doesn't make you gifted. The link between the two was so true, it finally felt like their chains were lifted, and for a time it didn't feel like life was twisted. We fall again, watch me wash my sins away. Too much to forget. We fall again, watch me pave my way on haunted summer days. Yeah, we fall again. We fall again. We fall again. He said fuck it and reached for the bottle and said if I don't see tomorrow, oh well. His life was his new business and his new promotion. He missed it, he grabbed the keys and fell on his knees and got up and said where the fuck my Benz at. He opened the door screaming his wife was a whore, wearing a wedding ring that he threatened to send back. In his drunken stupor he jumped in the coupe and took off like he was wearing a jetpack. Looping around the city, his inhibitions were shitty. His spouse wasn't giving, so he looked for some pussy and titties to take the edge off of living. Half parked on the curb with his jacket zipped up, he finally decided he was gonna stop at the strip club. He walked in with his cash waving, looking to see some ass shaking, and maybe pay a babe to see some action later. The way he threw De Niro made everyone think he was a hero. Girls grabbing bills, stroking his ego, thinking they could eat tonight, until he set his sights on an older chick he wanted to tap. Walked up to her and spoke, I know that you're broke, but I can make you rich if you come with me in the back. She obliged, with fear and excitement they stride. The curtain closed and he started unzipping his fly. She said this was just a dance until he reached in his pants and told her that she'll fucking die. She cried and said she had a son, and he said what? You don't want some cash for some extra fun? She tried to leave and the small knife in his pocket popped inside of her artery and watched her bleed, and he began to run.